Hello everyone and welcome back once again. Today we are going to be building out the Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec 93, which is the R32. So let's take a look at what engine we have in here. We have equipped the 2.6 liter inline 6, which is the stock engine. For the parts, we are going to use the basic induction, the Elite ECU, the Super Fuel System, the basic exhaust, the Super Roots supercharger with Elite Nitrous, Elite road suspension, Elite brakes, Elite tire grip, Elite clutch, the 4-speed gearbox, the Elite differential with Super Nitrous drift and Super Nitrous grip. Blech, I can't even speak anymore. You could probably switch out drift for incoming traffic because this car doesn't drift very much. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So we're going to do the nitrous near miss super instead of drift. So for the handling, you have 80% grip because that's as high as you can get this bad boy, with high steering sensitivity and high downforce, no traction control, and no drift entry. And we are going to go check this thing out and see how we can do with it. Alright, so it looks like we have a decent amount of cars to test this build out again, which is good. This thing off the line is pretty freaking quick. So you can get out ahead pretty quick, and the high NOS is really good. The only real drawback to this car is in top speed races. Its top speed isn't the best, so you probably won't win in something like Whiplash or Windy City Sprint. But in things that have corners, you have a really good shot. This is one of the better A+ builds that I've made. And this thing seems to be really well rounded out. It does understeer a little bit. I haven't been able to correct that, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Whoop, until you do something like that, which is whoopsies. But let's see. This Targa caught up. Let's see. Oh, I got it back. Now let's see if I can just maintain without making any more mistakes like that. That'd be nice. Uh-oh. Had to brake a little more than I would have wanted to there just because of the understeer on this thing. But we can get it back. That's just a pretty good Porsche in A+, so I'm not surprised. He's up in front right now, but we can get it back. It all just comes down to how you drive it. Oh God, if I wouldn't have turned in so much, I'd have had it right then and there. Let's see if I can get in on the inside of them a little bit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you didn't take that corner as good as I did. So that was actually a pretty good example of how well this car can do. Except for the pretty big mistake I made early at the beginning, but that was my poor driving more than it was the car's fault. Oh, that was the Carrera, not the Targa. My bad. Alright, so we're off. The pack is in the dust for the moment. Come on. There it is. For a second, I thought it wasn't going to give me my burst NOS that it should. It just looked like it wasn't going to. Whoa. A lot of the times I will take that shortcut right there, but I wanted to build up some grip so I could burst down the straightaway. As you can see on this race, I'm actually building up quite a bit of distance between me and second place. At least at the moment. Until I start talking about it. And having so much nitrous on this build lets you use it a lot, obviously, and it helps out tremendously when you're coming out of corners and trying to build it back up. Could probably take that down a little bit and maybe squeeze some more top speed or acceleration out of this build, but I do like the way it drives already, which is why I haven't done it. Like I said, it's pretty much only the races that are straightaways the whole time that make you reach your top speed consistently, where it doesn't perform real well. Other than that, I don't know if I've ever actually lost a series in this car that wasn't due to my poor driving versus the car itself. So I mean, 5 seconds ahead of second place, not bad at all on a course that has so many twists and turns in it. Alright, let's get it. Let's see if we can make this a 3 for 3 clean sweep. Let's see if I can learn to speak as well. So off the line, I've already put a decent amount of distance between me and second place. Let's see how well I can make that hold up in this race. Should have pretty good amount of burst knots coming out of there. So because this car does understeer a little bit, it does make it a little bit easier to build up the grip NOS for burst coming out of corners, because you do have to hold the stick farther over more versus other cars that aren't quite as understeery and don't cause you to hold it as much. As you can see, I'm already over 400 yards ahead of second place. And provided I don't make any mistakes, that should hold pretty true to the rest of this race. But there's the key. I can't make any mistakes. I had to slow down a little bit right there because that corner usually gets me if I don't. But yeah, I just smoked everybody in this race. This car is an A+ rocket if you want something that is fast and can handle pretty well. It's good. Like I said, it understeers a little bit, but if you can compensate for that with your own skill, you will win most of the races in this car. So I think that's going to do it for me today. Thank you everyone for joining in. If you could please like and subscribe this video to help me grow the channel, that would be wonderful, and I'd really appreciate that. Until then, we'll see you later.